Okay, welcome back. Last time we began a new cycle with a new Digimon after our Metal Greymon faded away. So I chose the egg that gave us Euramon, which then became Tanemon, which became Betamon, which became Numemon. Now, under normal circumstances, I wouldn't have gotten Numemon. Numemon would never be my first choice for a Digimon to have. However, I do need a Numemon for what I'm planning to be doing today, so ultimately I had to do so. And the first plan for today is basically just environmental cleanup, because hey, over the course of this game, our Digimon have made quite a mess in a few places, and honestly, I would quite like to make sure that the city is at least a little bit cleaned up. Mostly just because I feel bad about it, and you know what? I think the city should look nice. I mean, I'm fully aware of the irony of me saying that, because, you go to most major cities, and, there's probably, like, pigeons and dogs and stuff, but, Anyway, whatever. So, the plan for today's episode is to finish off the last two things that I need to do before I go to Mount Infinity. So, first things first, I need to go and buy a couple of items. I want to stock up just on a few more items. I'm going to stock up just a teensy little bit more. And I might come back and pick up some more, some more medium recoveries. Just to make sure that I'm fully okay for money at a later time. But hey, I can do that after I deal with the main focus of today's episode, which is Toy Town. The kind of sad and annoying part about Toy Town is it's going to be a diversion that'll probably take, once I get to it, probably like, I'll be generous and say like 15 minutes. And it required all of the training to get Numemon. Like, it requires getting Numemon and getting it through Misty Trees and everything. Genuinely, the effort to get a Monzaemon the effort to actually go out of your way to get Numemon, to get Monzaemon, to do the stuff in Toy Town, takes significantly longer than the actual things of Toy Town. Anyway, so pretty much my main goal for today is to complete Toy Town and get a couple more, and get the final two Digimon to join the city. The final two, asterisk, before Mount Infinity. Because there should be, I believe, 4 Digimon left in the game for me after I complete that. And there will be 3 of the bosses on Mount Infinity, and then the final secret boss that turns up on Mount Infinity after you've already beat the game. Now, I also don't want to get into a fight with anything if I can avoid it. Because obviously, Numemon has a mountain of offense. I boosted its offense to a very high stat, but because I needed it to not evolve, hit the requirements for anything else, we got a fair bit of speed because it came with the offense stat. But we have no defense, no brains, no HP, no MP. We basically have a whole lot of nothing. So that, obviously, isn't great for me, so I don't want to get Numemon into a fight if I can avoid it. Because Numemon will just get obliterated if it has to fight something. On the plus side, we do get to go through Gear Savannah one last time. Also, I know that it's probably not really an example of it, but I've always quite liked this game's... I feel weird calling it environmental storytelling, but I don't really know how else I would describe it. Just the way that a map kind of all connects. Like, the way the map all connects, like how a couple of screens ago we saw Factorial Town in the distance, and now we're right up by it. Also, we can now enter Factorial Town this way. it because Andromon opened up the gate after we finished everything in Factorial Town. Also, I did need to come back in here because because Metal Greymon went once on the floor in Andromon's room. Which obviously ain't exactly a great thing, but hey, also, I want to dodge that Metal Sukamon, that Platinum Sukamon. Mostly just because, hey, Numemon, as previously stated, it ain't winning a fight with anything. Like, this thing is not winning a fight with anything. If I trained its HP a little bit, like, if I trained up its HP and its defense, I feel like I could probably just, raw power through it with all the healing items that I have. And if I did that, I'd probably be able to learn one or two of the actual filth moves. And the filth moves would manage to make Numemon at least, remotely close to semi-usable. But also, yeah, I only have Numemon here so I can get Monzaemon. And here's the thing, I don't know if Numemon is the Digimon I really want to take with me onto Mount Infinity. But also, so basically, it's now the kind of mental debate for me of, do I want to bring Numemon onto Mount Infinity, or do I want to sit and wait it around for another full cycle? Because here's the thing, I could very easily get an ultimate level. Like, if I completed if I complete this cycle and Numemon fades away and I end up getting something else, I can very easily do another cycle. I have no issues with that, because this time I'll have all of the chips, and I'll basically just be able to cram those into whatever Digimon I have in order to give it absolutely insane stats, and probably be able to blitz most of Mount Infinity. Like, especially if I got another machine type one that could use all-range beam. Like, that would just annihilate things. Also, I'm currently just going to train up the MP for a little bit, mostly because training passes 1 in-game hour every single time you do it, and I actually need Numemon. Like, I actually need to have a care mistake here. So I guess we're just going to be building up our MP stat until... okay, we have one more. Also, there is a method to the madness on here, because by doing this, Numemon will poop on the floor again, and under 99% of circumstances, this is not what I would want. However, at this exact moment, it is exactly what I want. Mostly because, now Numemon will evolve into Sukamon. If the virus meter fills at any point, regardless of if the Digimon is a baby, in-training, rookie, champion, or ultimate level, it will digivolve immediately into Sukamon. So we now have a Sukamon. Usually it's not exactly something that you want to have happen, but at this exact moment in time, it is actually going to be greatly beneficial to me. So first things first, we are getting rid of this, and now we can go and talk to King Sukamon. Good to see you, my friends. If you wish to live here, I give you my permission. We want to return. What? What are you saying? He's not originally Sukamon, King. Please return him to his original form. Isn't it great that he became Sukamon? No, it's not very good right now. Please. The only way to become Sukamon is to try hard, though. He became Sukamon naturally, and that's the problem. You guys are unbelievable. But hey, he does his little magic dance, and now Sukamon will revert. It will de-digivolve to any Digimon that you previously had. Well, to the Digimon that you previously had when it became Sukamon. So now we had Numemon become Sukamon, and now we've basically reverted it back to Numemon. And we should, in theory, get our stats back. I don't really know how that interaction works, but I would like to believe I at least carried some of those stats through. Wow, King, thank you. Get out of here, right now. Yeah, he isn't too happy about that. But either way... Okay, we do still... Oh, we are on... nothing, basically. We have nothing going on. If I get hit by anything, I die. So now we're going to play a fun little minigame. Can I navigate my way out of here? Can I navigate off the trash pile without dying? Also, why is there just a random black box there? Okay, I need to move this Garamon. There we go. 10 out of 10. Juked him. Got it in one. Fantastic. We've successfully escaped from Trash Mountain. So we've escaped Trash Mountain and made it back to the Gear Savannah. Now I just need to go up here, back into the Gecko Swamp. And I believe it is 2 screens through here until we get to Misty Trees. And from Misty Trees, that's when we start playing a bit of a dangerous game. Because I don't think... I don't think... okay, this is going well. We're dodging the Numemons. Numemons aren't causing too much of a problem. Very nice. Under most circumstances, I would sit and fight those guys, but I don't really want to right now, because they're a little bit on the dangerous side. Yep. I think Numemon dies. But I think I lose a life here. Unless I can, like, turbo button. Unless I can turbo myself across the button. Hopefully we can do it in time. Okay, we got it. That was very close. Basically, if you start to run away from a fight... Where are we now? Okay, it brought us back to here. Fantastic. So yeah, if you start to run away from a fight and your Digimon takes a hit and gets knocked out, at that point you are kind of out of luck. Okay, I need to run it back again, and hopefully we should be safe, but this is terrible. I keep running into these Numemon, and they have... The worry is that Numemon has a very... It has Spinning Shot, which comes out stupidly fast. So yeah, it has Spinning Shot, which comes out stupidly fast, and that, as a result, kills Numemon. Now, here's the thing. I can manage with 1 less life. It just comes down to which items were taken. If we lost good items, I'm going to be concerned, and it's going to be bad. But hey, I can always just teleport back to Misty Trees now, I suppose. Okay, what did I lose? I have the training manual. Oh, that's an annoyance. Okay, so I don't know what else they took, but I think they took my large recoveries and my MP recoveries. I really needed those. Okay. Well, that's bad. That's very bad, in fact. Wait, I think they also took my food. No, they didn't take the sirloins. You know what? It's not great, but I can work with it. I'm not happy about it, but I can work with it. I still have both my autopilots and both my porta potties, so I don't need to... Wait, I do still need to be here, never mind. I was going to say I don't need to be here, but I need to buy recovery items. I'll buy 2 more medium floppies, I think, and I'll buy 2 large recoveries. That should probably be enough. Either way, I'm probably gonna do the thing with all the medium recoveries and the discs in order to get a mountain of money to be prepared. Because I want to be fully prepared and ready to fight my way through Mount Infinity. Basically, once I step onto Mount Infinity, I have no intention of leaving until I win. Like, I will leave Mount Infinity. Like, once I step onto Mount Infinity, the only way I leave is when I either run out of items or the credits roll. Okay, so now we hop on Birdramon and we go to Misty Trees. Obviously, I'm not too happy about getting killed by that Numemon right there, but hey, we should be okay. Hey, Cherrymon, what's up, buddy? Now, I'm actually going to come back and talk to Cherrymon in just a couple of minutes. But before I go and do that, I want to quickly go and make sure that Numemon is set up. Now, what do I mean by Numemon is set up? I mean, I go into a costume house and we pay attention to this. This costume seems different from others. It has some overpowering presence. Okay, and with that, it falls off. There's a zipper on the back. What happened to Numemon? So, if you don't have Numemon, it'll just be like, hey, maybe something could kind of climb inside. But if you have Numemon, it will evolve and become Monzaemon. Also, I believe Monzaemon is the only purpose Numemon serves in this game. So, we have that. So now we have Monzaemon, who is going to technically be our second ultimate level Digimon. What? Did you turn into another Digimon? It's kind of nice. Okay, so let's have a quick look at his moves. Okay, I want to get rid of Sonic Jab. I do not want Sonic Jab at any point, ever. Sonic Jab is garbage. Actually, no. Sonic Jab is worse than garbage. Because Sonic Jab is weak, it is slow, it is a move that is just generally unpleasant to have. Although I think that might at least be partially based on my hatred of it because Gabumon starts with it. Anyway, oh, Monzaemon, you're back alive! Wow, what is it? Go fight Waru Monzaemon, quickly, everybody get moving, quick, quick! Wait, he's not the Monzaemon you all know. Huh? What do you mean? But he is a Monzaemon, right? Yeah, it's true that he's a Monzaemon. A bad guy called Waru Monzaemon kidnapped my friends. I think the only one who can defeat him is Monzaemon. Then we got to find that bad guy. Where is he? He's next door. I'll seal up the door for you. So please go and see what you can do. I see. Alright, I'll help you. So with that, we can now enter the Toy Mansion. However, I'm not going to be doing that at this exact second. I have a very specific thing that I want to do first. First things first, I'm actually going to go and talk to Cherrymon. I'm going to go and talk to Cherrymon to pick up a little bit more lore about the game that we may have forgotten by now, and also to train our brains stat just a little bit. Okay, so, about the island. Here's what I have to say. This island began to change 80 years ago after the land changes happened. The northeastern parts of the island suddenly appeared 80 years ago. Since then, Digimon started to move away. The species separated, and each species started to speak their own tongue. They forgot the language they used in the city. In the end, File City lost most of its population of Digimon. Then Digimon began to lose their memory. The island's history, their past, their senses, getting worse day by day. But I have something important to tell you, but I can't remember it either. However, all will come together in the end. Someone compels it to be so. In time, the Digimon will come to think of the emergency as normal. The only thing that can stop this is you and the power of File City to unify Digimon. Gather Digimon in the city and create a miracle. It will definitely happen. Well, I got all worked up. Whew, I've said it all. So, now we can also have him train our Digimon. This, I believe, might be the most effective brain training in the entire game. If not, it's definitely one of them, because that just gave us 15 at once. Now, also, Monzaemon can have a nice little nap, which is always nice. I like how he kind of just flops down. That's very cute. Okay, so, now then, what can I can give it the Super Carrot. I can give it the Super Carrot and then have Cherrymon train him just a little bit more. Basically, I accidentally clicked on the thing to get the kind of rambling backstory, you know, bit of world building. Which, hey, don't get me wrong, I love me a bit of world building, but now is not exactly the time. Okay, we get 18 brains at a time. That's fine. I'm gonna try to get to 350, because I think you can learn a new move around about those. Okay, getting distance and being able to change target is very nice. Monzaemon does not need to go to the bathroom just yet. I also just realized I would be able to take Monzaemon into the Ice Sanctuary if I hadn't already done so. Like, if I hadn't completed the Ice Sanctuary yet, I would be able to do that. Okay, so now let's do this. This will bring us up past 350 brains. Fantastic. I was hoping that I would have learned a new move there, but apparently I don't. But hey, that should be okay, because I have all of my moves set and ready, and my health is honestly lower than I would like it to be, but hey, I'm going to believe that I can win. I'm going to believe that I can win, because hey, if I don't believe I can, I probably can't. Now then, off we go to the Toy Mansion. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I am actually genuinely a little bit concerned about my ability to win here. Fortunately for me, we do have a porta potty ready for Numemon to, you know, do its business, so we don't need to worry about that. Numemon, now is not the time. You're meant to be giving hope to the people of Toy Town. Well, to the Digimon of Toy Town. Now is not the time. Okay, thank you. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to go in, I'm gonna attempt one fight, because I know that there's multiple floors to this area. I think it's 3 floors and then you get to the boss. But you do this, there's 3 floors and then the boss. So hopefully I can dodge all of the Digimon in here. Fantastic, that went perfectly. And I guessed wrong. Fantastic. Okay, I think that does 10% each time. That looked like it did about 10%, because I think my maximum health is 2750. Or at least thereabouts. My max health is indeed 2750. Okay, so these are 2 Tankmon. And they both want to fight. Okay, this is going to be a little bit on the dangerous side. This is going to be dangerous, but I would like to believe that I can handle these guys. Who knows, maybe they'll do a little bit of damage to each other. That would come in super handy if they did. Okay. Okay, they do have the kind of big area of effect. Like, they do have that big area of effect fire move, so they could indeed do damage to each other, which actually would greatly benefit me. Pretty much, though, if I can take out one of them, I feel like if I take out one of them, the other will be a lot easier to take out. And that might hit both. Okay, both had to block. Honestly, personally, I think it's a bit unfair how they can use a fire move against Numemon. I feel like Numemon would probably be weak to fire, you know? Because effectively it's a giant teddy bear. What was that move that that thing just went for? Because it didn't do... Because it visibly didn't do anything. Like, visibly it did no damage. It did no damage. It didn't do a secondary effect. What was that move it just went for? Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to have Numemon kind of distance itself and dodge. Like, I'm just going to try to get to dodge away from stuff. Okay. Okay, you know what? What does moderate do? Like, okay, I'm going to wait for it to attack one more time, and now I can go for lovely attack. So this should shoot a giant heart, and I don't know how much damage it'll do. That is so slow moving. That did so much damage, though. That is very slow moving, but does a ton of damage. Good to know. Good information to have. Okay, and we got 2,800 bits. Honestly, I would quite like to have more HP, I think. Having more HP would probably be greatly beneficial to me right about now. Also, 10 out of 10, lucky gas. Okay, so... I think it's going to be the left. Yep, 10 out of 10. Is it the left? Nope. Not gonna lie, I do kind of love the clang noise that makes. Okay, so we go up, and this, I believe, should be the boss floor. Okay, it says Evil Bear on the floor. Yeah, this will be Warumon's room. I think this is the last room. Okay. Which one? That voice. It sounds like Warumon's. A big box or a small box? I can read your mind. Small box. And there he is. The bear of the hour. Oh, you found out. Nervous? Darn, what's so funny? Wow, don't get excited. Why are you here today? Do you want to work for me? Give us back my friend you kidnapped. Friend? What are you talking about? Do I look like I would do such a thing? Yeah. Wow, you're correct again. Yes, I'm the one. I did it. But you know you can't have him back, because I'm Warumonzemon. If that's what you think, I'll force you. Are you kidding? Are you gonna defeat me? You know what? You'd better wake up and face reality. Okay, so, now we fight Warumonzemon. And, hopefully I can win. Because, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how hard this guy is gonna hit. And I don't know what my odds are. How much does that hit for? Okay, we blocked it. I love it when my Digimon, like, actually blocks. That's always good. What is that? Okay. Not gonna lie, it looked kind of cool how it just kind of span around in a circle a whole bunch. That was quite a bit of damage. I think maybe I should try to distance myself and pull the fight backwards. I want to pull the fight backwards because I don't want the fight to be, you know, like directly behind the boxes. Like, I don't want the fight to be behind the boxes. I want to see the fight. Okay, I don't know what that move is, but it's a little bit concerning that I don't know, he seems to be going for it a lot, so I think it must be one of his more prominent attacking moves, but I don't know what it does, and honestly, I feel like I probably don't really want to find out. On the plus side, we do seem to be getting through Warumonzemon's health bar with quite a bit of pace. I will say, I do love the design for Warumonzemon. It's very clearly, the antithesis of regular Monzemon. Oh, jeez, that was a lot of damage. Okay, I can charge up Lovely Attack and land it here, because I have like 8 full seconds here. I feel like in any other game, a 10-second stun would be beyond disgustingly broken. But things in Digimon World seem to react so slowly sometimes that it just somehow manages to be a fair time. Okay, one more hit and I win. I need one hit, Monzemon. Do I have enough MP for this? I don't know if I do. That's going to do a lot of damage. Oh, Electric Cloud almost came in clutch there. Does it finish him off? He has 62 HP. I have to heal up one more time. But I do just need to hit. I also need to get distance. Monzemon, please come over here. Oh, I think I'm stuck in the corner here. Oh, he's boosting up his attack stat. I don't like that. He is just boosting up his attack stat. He's just boosting up his stats a whole bunch. Okay, fantastic. Okay, come back over here, Monzemon. I want you to finish the fight over here, so I can at least see the end. Okay, one more hit. There we go. Warumonzemon is defeated. Fantastic. Simple, easy, got him. And we learned a move called Muscle Charge. Cool. Hey, give me back my friend you kidnapped. No way. I can't believe it. I'm losing. Come on. Well, I guess I don't have a choice. Here. That's a bomb. Huh? Wow. Hey! Hey, stop goofing off. That's enough. Hey, you don't get the joke? Here, this is the one. What is this? This is a gear. Yeah, that's right. This is the friend? Well, I didn't take anything else, really. I guess I'll take this back for now. You, don't do anything bad anymore, alright? Alright, I don't think it'll happen again. Somehow I don't believe you. I have so much other stuff to take care of, so we now have a gear. Sorry. Is Warumonzemon the only boss in this game that doesn't drop a chip? I mean, hey, there's an HP chip, but is Warumonzemon the only boss in this game that doesn't do that? Because I feel like every other boss in this game has dropped a stat chip when I beat them, but Warumonzemon didn't. That's a little bit strange. Like, he's the only one that didn't. Like, was he meant to? Was he meant to and the game just bugged out? Or what? What happened there? Okay, just one Tankmon wants to fight this time? Sure, let's fight. Let's just fight them. I have enough healing items that I feel okay fighting past them. And also, if it's just one of them, I don't need to worry anywhere near as much. Also, I think this thing gives like something like 1400-ish. I mean, I took out 2 and they gave me 2800, so in theory 1 should give me 1400. And hey, even if I'm just trading hits with it, evidently my hits do a lot more than theirs do. However, I am running a bit low on MP, so I will use 1 medium MP just to max it out a bit more. Well, not max it out, but you know, bring it back up. And now, 1 more hit. I just need to land 1 more hit and we should be good. You know, I'm also gonna heal, because I know that I have to come back through here in just a bit. Okay, 10 out of 10, Tankmon is defeated once more. And yeah, another 1400 bits. Very nice. Honestly, I really like the design for Tankmon, but man, that movement noise is ear-grating. It's not as bad as Vademon's one, but that is still really bad to have to listen to. Okay, so we've now made it out of the toy mansion. I don't know, imagine there's gonna be like a big Lego explosion on our way out or something. You know, something that makes it seem like a big action movie set piece. Okay, let's go and return this gear to Numemon, because we've now successfully rescued his friends. Okay. Hey Numemon, what's up? What is it? Oh, welcome back, Hagurumon. Hagurumon. And he now just kind of fits neatly back into place. What's going on? Okay, he has another Tinmon. He has 2 more Tinmon. It's an old tale. A bad guy from far away came to this island. The bad guys had told Digimon, this island is ours. Digimon told them, that's not true. This island is for everybody. Because Digimon's unified and challenged the bad guys were taught a lesson. But the bad guys said, wait, we'll get you later, and they disappeared. It's an old tale. I feel joyous. Oh, wait up. That story from the song is an old tale of this island, isn't it? About the Digimon defeating bad guys. I wonder who the bad guys were in the story. Thanks for helping me. This is to show my gratitude. So, Monzemon's stuffed animal joins the city. Do these guys have anything else to say? Nope. No, they just say thanks. Okay, so, Monzemon's stuffed animal has now joined the city. Monzemon is an ultimate level Digimon, and his job in the city is his stuffed animal will now just hang up in the back of Gigimon's house, and now if we ever have a Numemon again, we can just have it immediately climb back in and become a Monzemon. Or at least I think that's how that works. Anyway, so, I now need to make my way back through here. And this should be the last thing I need to do in this episode. And after that, I have no idea, because I don't know if I'm going to take on Mount Infinity with Monzemon. Okay, that went very well. 10 out of 10, and I guessed that correctly. Okay, I am on fire with this so far. Tankmons. Can I aggro them? Can I aggro these guys? Apparently I can't. Okay. I was hoping that I'd be able to just aggro them and they'd crash into each other or something and I'd be able to just kind of sneak past. But no, I guess I'm fighting both of them again. I mean, hey, I ain't gonna complain, that's more money. That'll be another 2,800, that's another, what, 5 medium recoveries? At least I can get, so I can trade that for 10,000 for a net gain of, what, like... 10 out of 10. Today on me doing maths, making 1,500 on each times 5 would be 75, so I'd be making 7,500. That's pretty good, actually. Okay, so hopefully I can take these guys out without too much hassle. Okay, not gonna lie, I saw that the porta potties, I only had one, and I misread it, because I thought that I only had one medium MP left. And if I had one medium MP left, I'd be a bit more concerned. On the plus side, I'm not too worried about getting through the rest of here. What is that move that Tankmon just did? Is it glitched? Is it bugged? Was it supposed to be the fire breath move and it just didn't activate properly? Like, what happened there? Okay, I want to change target. Okay, okay, they just hit each other sometimes. That should take that out. Are you serious, game? I feel like sometimes this game just does these things to inconvenience the player more than anything else. Okay, now I can just cast Lovely Attack. I imagine I should have time to charge this up. Now the real question is, what happens first? Someone else moves? Someone else attacks? Or that actually lands? Because I feel like they just don't while it's on the field. Which is a little bit weird, but also at the same time, what a pointlessly slow move that is. Like, it's so slow. Either way. Oh, yo, Tankmon dropped a large recovery. Thanks, Tankmon. So hey, good to know. These guys can drop large recoveries, and they also give decent money. That is good information to have. Can I pick this up? 10 out of 10. Perception of depth. Not even once. Okay, so now I just need to dodge these toy Agumons again. Actually, these are technically not even toy Agumon, because they're very clearly, visibly a little bit different. They're kind of more see-through. Anyway, we've now made it up here, and this should be the final appearance of Numemon. What? Who are you? Who am I? Who are you? And he runs away once again. I got a dimensional keychain. I can now hold up to 20 items. But I already had 20 items. I can now hold up to 30 items. Okay, and with that done, I can now autopilot back to the city, and I can end off today's episode. Because I believe... Oh, did he decline the autopilot? Oh, I love the little stomp. That was kind of cute. Can I not use the autopilot in this room? Is that the problem? Okay, let's scald him again and try it again. Come on, Monzemon. You can eat this autopilot. There we go. Okay. Now then. I think that should be Numemon having come to the city. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and check. And by I'm going to go and check, I mean I'm going to just check the secret item store because I'm pretty sure that's where he turns up. Because I'm relatively certain I have all of these. Like, I'm like 99% certain I have all of the things from now. Okay, there's Numemon. Numemon will sell items that repel and draw wild enemies towards you. Numemon will sell the discs for things. Okay, Numemon is still just here. But yeah, I feel like, honestly, maybe the best play for this would actually be for me to just go and talk to Digimon. Digimon would be able to explain it easier. Yeah, I'm gonna go and talk to Digimon. He'll be able to tell me everything. Because if you talk to Digimon, he'll be like, hey, yeah, this Digimon came to the city. And they did this, 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 and this. Unless... Because I have all the I have both keychains from him now. So oh, no, wait, Numemon doesn't turn up there. He turns up in the bank, I think. Let's quickly go and check out there. I'm fairly sure he turns up in the bank. It's out of the bank of a secret item store. So let's have a quick look-see over here. Numemon, are you in here yet? No? Okay. I'm sure he should have turned up, though. Either way, let's put these large recoveries away. And also this health chip. But yeah, I feel like he should have turned up. I'm gonna go in and out of the bank a few times, because I know he just appears randomly. Like, I know that he's like a few of the other Digimon who will periodically just kind of turn up. But also, okay, if he doesn't turn up on this one, I'll just go and talk to to Digimon, just to make sure, because I am relatively certain that he should be here. Like, I am 99% certain that Numemon should be in the city now. And we are going to be here for a little while because Digimon, he's a bit of a yapper sometimes. Wait, did I ever get him to turn up in Ugamon's Fortress? I have an awful feeling that he never turned up in Ugamon's Fortress. Well, let's talk to Digimon over and over again for a little bit and find out. On the other side of the waterfall in the city is the entrance to Mount Infinity. The way I see it, the last enemy is on Mount Infinity. Go there fully prepared. In any case, Digimon came here and said something about snacks. I love snacks. Also, he will tell us about Mount Infinity every time. Garurumon came here and said he can cook. He's quite skillful. Okay. Birdramon came in here saying he will be a messenger. Sounds good. Okay. In any case, Shalmon came here and said he will build bulletin boards, a step towards an information society. Okay. Kokotorimon came here and talked about making a statue, a place where you can relax. Okay. Unimon came here talking about being useful in business, a good attitude to have. In any case, Atamon came here asking about interesting jobs. I suggested an item shop. Okay, so that'll be Biomon now. Biomon came here asking about jobs that I'd recommend. I suggested an item shop. I think Digimon just wanted a shop. Greymon came here talking about making an arena. I definitely want to see that. Well, maybe if you ever left your house. Penguinmon came here talking about making a curling stadium. We're getting a big variety. There. Angemon came here and talked about recording conversations. He's close by. Hey Angemon, what's up? Let me tell you what I know. Let's see. There are still some Digimon unknown, but finish your priority work first. And then... yeah, I think that's code for you've got everyone. In any case, Gabumon came here and talked about being worried about overdoing something. I told him to choose a large-scale job. Okay. In any case, Ninjamon came here and asked about training. It's good to see hard workers. Waymon came here talking about the place of a ferry boat. Great! His options are kind of limited to where he goes though. Ojimon came here talking about opening an everything shop. Something is different about it though. Hence why it's the secret item shop. Amemon came here talking about selling treasured items. I wonder what treasured means. Okay. Numemon came here talking about opening a shop, but it's a secret. It's no longer a secret. Fair enough. In any case, Wagamon came here asking where Kabuterimon is. Where did he go? They are both at the gym. Hiromon came here and said to make a request. So make a request. Because he sets up the jukebox. In any case, Ugamon came here and asked me to buy his arm. Huh? His eyes were glaring. Okay, fair enough. Leomon came here and asked a lot about the city. It seems the Savannah Patrol is still going. Yeah, that's all he does. Pixiemon came here and asked, Mister, do you want a secret item? He worries me. Okay. Etamon came here talking about opening a cool shop. Sounds suspicious. In any case, Metal Mamemon came here asking if there were any jobs that compete with me. He's got competitive spirit. Okay. Bademon came here and... wait, did he come? I can't seem to remember. Nanimon came and then left. I wonder where he is. There we go. So we now have confirmation of Nanimon. Monzemon came here, or should I say his outer shell suddenly appeared. He decided to leave it at home. In any case, Skull Greymon came here saying he'll compete in the arena. Myotismon interpreted. Okay, in any case, Andromon came here saying it was nice to meet. He can't seem to stay for very long though. Okay? In any case, prosperity of the city is currently at 87. You've done a fine job. Splendid. So, with that, we are now at 87 prosperity. Which is weird because I've calculated it. I should be at 89. It's empty. But yeah, if we come here with a Numemon, we should be able to get that. To basically just get another Monzemon. But yeah, I might be misremembering, but I'll have to double check on everyone. But I'm relatively certain that I have everyone here. I'm pretty certain that I have every single Digimon in the game so far. And I'm pretty sure that everything on Mount Infinity only adds up to 11. So, I don't know where those other two might be. Anyway, so now the question is, what do I do to finish off this episode? I think the answer is probably, I go and do more training, because of course I do. Because, realistically, I'm at a little bit of a loss now. I'm at a little bit of a loss because I don't know if I want to take on Mount Infinity with Monzemon, or if I want to get a new Digimon to take it on with. Because realistically, I think I probably could manage with Monzemon, but I don't know if I want Monzemon to be, my final Digimon for this game. Either way, I'm just gonna train until he gets tired. I'm going to train until he needs to go to sleep, then I will save and end off today's episode. Full disclosure, this is actually the second time I'm recording this episode. I'm recording this episode for a second time. If I remember, I'll have the original recording linked in the description. Basically, I ended up having to stop recording my first attempt on this episode, because I beat Waru Monzemon. Everything was okay. And then on my way back through to talk to Numemon, I ran away from a fight and it just kept going. The screen went black. The screen went out. The screen went black, so it was like, oh, you've clearly escaped the fight. But the footstep sounds just kept going indefinitely. And after a while, I just decided to kind of cut my losses and go, okay, that's fine, I'll stop recording here. Because, yeah, it just wasn't happening. I held the button on the, on the emulator, fast forward, and just nothing was happening. Okay, so, with that, today we finished off Toy Town, and I now think we've done everything in the game that isn't Mount Infinity. So, what I'm going to do next time is probably Mount Infinity, or I might just kind of mess around for a bit and then train up a new Digimon. I haven't decided quite yet. Either way, I'm going to end off today's episode here. As always, feel free to leave a comment or click any of the buttons down below if you feel so inclined, and I will hopefully see you all next time for more Digimon World. Okay, thanks for watching. Later.